Hello, my name is Thomas Kettler, and I'm from 9A from Lakeshore High School. I'm going to tell you how to format the perfect lab report. The basic formatting is you have to have double spacing throughout, size 12 times New Roman, you have to underline all of your subheadings, you have to have a third-person point of view, and tab at the beginning of every paragraph. The header is in the top right-hand corner. It has you and your partner's last name, your class name, and then your other class name, which is 9A, the date, and all in size 12 times New Roman. The footer is a centered page number at the bottom of your page. Problem statement and hypothesis, they have to state the purpose of the experiment in the problem. You have to use basic formatting for both problem and hypothesis. The hypothesis is an if-then statement. The materials section is 1 or 2 columns. They are all single-spaced. There's no bullets or numbers, and you have to use the scientific name for animals if you use them. The procedure, you have to use second-person point of view in a numbered list, double-spaced after every step, single-spaced if it's longer than one line. For the diagram, you have to include a diagram of the experimental setup, which I've made in Paint. Call it Figure 1 name with a short explanation of what the diagram shows. In data and observations, the title is single-spaced and properly formatted. The numbers are right-aligned. The letters are left-aligned in the table. The table column headers are center-aligned, and you have to include an acre, which is explaining what it shows. The data analysis and interpretation is a short summary of all the data in the lab, a graph of the data if there's more than one, and use correct formatting for the figure, which we'll go over later. The conclusion, in the first sentence you have to accept or reject the hypothesis with explanation, and then just a summary of the entire experiment afterwards. To make a table in Excel, you have to name it, and then you create a name for independent and dependent variables, which I just called X and Y, and then you just place in all the data that you've collected. To bring the table into the lab report, you have to select the entire table in Excel, copy it, and paste it into Microsoft Word. To create a graph in Excel, you have to highlight the independent data on the table, go to the tab Insert, choose Graph, and then remove the graph's title, since it will be all explained in your footer. To bring a graph into the lab report, you have to copy the graph from Excel, and then you have to paste it into Word. To label a figure, the figure is a diagram or graph, which I have a graph. You have to label it in ascending order, and you have to have a summary below the title. Here's my works cited. Any questions?